Hello once again, YouTube. Chris the Nightbreaker here, bringing you some World of Warcraft action. We got some. This is part two in our preview. Well, not a preview because it's been released, but part two in our coverage of the update to the Scarlet Monastery. We're covering both of the dungeons. As I said before in my previous video, links in the description if you want to check that out. But as I said before, the four dungeons that once made up the Scarlet Monastery have now been combined into two different dungeons. Just finished the other one, which is Scarlet Halls. That combined. Wow, look at my English. That combined the library and the armory into one dungeon. You could kind of see that here. Now we're in the courtyard outside the library, and everything's been changed around, repositioned in the map. Uh, New bosses, new fights, a few more mechanics added, especially with the dogs. There was a lot of mechanics with the dogs that we saw in the previous video. At the moment, we're just like leaving the dungeon so we can go check out the other one, which is the Scarlet Monastery. It's just been renamed to Scarlet Monastery, which is the combination of the graveyard and the cathedral into one dungeon. We're going to see the updates to that. There's some pretty cool mechanics there. I have already seen a little bit of that myself. This is the first time I'm doing this as a guild group, so you're going for the achievements and a few of the quests. There we could see some updated art. That actually looks pretty nice. It's kind of cool that they updated. They actually updated a lot of the textures for everything in here. As you can see, the graveyard has just been put right up in your face, like immediately as you walk in. And it's kind of been shit upon. It seems like there's a few more trees and there's more like stuff on the outside. That is actually where the cathedral used to be, in relation to the graveyard, that big towering area over here. But in reality, the cathedral has been moved over there. So now there's kind of like two gigantic spires, and it makes no sense to me. They should probably have fixed that, but whatever. I'm just gonna wait for my buds here on Dutsbury. Got Bristol here from a guild. Iron Warriors, by the way. Check us out. We're on Shattered Hand. PvP and PvE, raiding, battlegrounds and all that shit, arenas. We're all into that stuff, so check us out if you're interested. Gotta promote my guild sometime. This person wants me to collect the two blades of the Anointed. I'm not gonna give away the story, and I don't really care. There's only one quest here. There's probably more in the cathedral area. But as you can see, for some reason the undead have risen inside the graveyard itself, which to me makes no sense because I figured they would have been pretty uptight with their, security on that. I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so now we come over here. We can see they're burning bodies. There's a whole bunch of zombies that keep rising. Oh, hey, on Dutsbury. That was a nice little entrance he gave there. As you can see, they're burning bodies. And now they're attacking us. And I'm pretty sure one of them has a flamethrower. Yep, there's a fuel tank here. And you can use that to take out zombies if they attack you. Let's see if we could get that to actually work up here. Actually, I just messed that up. As you can see, the little pile of corpses just disappeared. The pile of corpses are actually like things you can attack. So don't take out the pile of corpses. See if you could take out the zombies and the people. And then we'll wait for some of those zombies to come up. And we'll use a fuel tank on them to clear it out real quick. You can see a zombified corpse is coming after me, and the pile of corpses right there, and we're going to come over here and click on this fuel tank, and took both of them out. That's pretty nice. It kind of helps the low-level players clear this dungeon out. It seems a little bit too easy. Personally, I think the level, or the length of this dungeon was actually really nice for a dungeon. I really liked the graveyard. The interrogator Vishas or whatever, he was a freak. He was a total nut job. I don't know where he went. I don't know why they got rid of him. I thought he was kind of interesting. The torture chamber, they got rid of it, and I'm just kind of mad that they did, because it really shows you how screwed up the Scarlet Crusade is. Obviously, we're checking out Talnos, the Soul Renderer here. new boss. He's right outside the crypt. You can't even get inside the crypt anymore, and he's gonna spawn his things. There's a little bit of a shadow pool here. You step in it, you take some damage. Obviously, it's not doing much to us. We're level 85. Now this is interesting. Evict soul. Okay, so it seems like what is this? Creates an evicted soul on target. Off target. Evicted souls will attack closest target to them. So basically, he's making a clone, as far as I could tell from what I read, of a target, and then they just attack people. That is an empowered zombie, which he casts, and he keeps interrupting my speech. I'm going to turn off the sound real quick. Give me a moment. Okay, so he's got a few not so interesting mechanics, but they're different. Haven't seen them here before. I'm pretty sure this is the same model as before. As you can see, he's dead. But most of his stuff is pretty basic shit. The evict soul and empowering spirits, those are pretty interesting. Soul render gray cloak. Let's check that out. Yeah, it's just a red cloak. That's apparently what he dropped. And yeah, nothing interesting there. Here is the quest objective, the Blade of the Anointed. I guess for some reason there's just a big old tomb like right in front of this crypt now. Not sure what that's all about. Like I said before, you can't even get down there anymore because they put the boss right up front. There's no need to go down there anymore. That kind of pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked the whole feel of this dungeon, and now it's kind of just, it's too different. I mean, for some reason there's undead here. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why the undead were here in the first place, but now the Scarlet Crusade is actually taking care of their garbage and like burning the place, and that's kind of cool, but it's just like, I don't know why they had to get the graveyard and the cathedral combined into one piece. I felt like the graveyard and the cathedral could still have been separate dungeons. The graveyard was just the right length for a dungeon, and the cathedral is pretty much the same thing, just added to the side of the graveyard currently. I mean, once you walk into the cathedral part, you're right there, ready to go through the courtyard and then into the building. So we're going to check that out now. Like I said, you just walk over to the left of the graveyard and wow, it's right there. It's just chilling. Before, this actually was on the complete other side of this wall. Like I said before, it used to be over there. Oh, Chapel of Gardens. Apparently these guys are neutral. You can attack them if you want. It seems like this guy's actually sleeping. Yeah, they look like they're sleeping. Oh, he's drunk. Okay. So these guys are drunk. For some reason, there's this here. I don't know what the fuck the purpose of this is. They could have just put a wall here. So, I mean, I don't know what Blizzard was thinking there. But okay, it looks like something broke out too. That's pretty interesting. As you can see, there's an updated map. There's an updated map for all of this. I don't think we checked out the map for the Scarlet Halls. I apologize for that. Actually, I think we might. Nope, never mind. I don't think I got the Blade of the Anointed, but I'll get that later. So now we're going into the Chapel Gardens. This is right outside the cathedral. I'm going to turn my sound back on. Sound is interesting, I guess. There we go. And now we got fanatics and zealots and purifiers, and this is where the religious people are. Oh gosh. There's a spirit of redemption. I'm assuming that will heal their fellow members, so we're going to have to watch out for that if you're a low level. Can't even attack it. My friend of Death Spree is trying and didn't do anything. I tried targeting it and I couldn't. Now as we can see here, there's not that much change. It looks a lot crisper. There appears to be some more foliage, like there's trees and shit in here suddenly. There's bushes and a little bit of grass, which is kind of nice. It's really weird because like you just were in a completely burned and desecrated landscape, and now you're just like in a really nice like courtyard. Makes no sense to me. But it's whatever. I'll go with it. It looks nice. That's all that matters, I think. Apparently the Blade of the Anointed is right here on this statue. This statue never existed before, so, you know, that's interesting. And I'm going to complete this quest. And use the Blades of the Anointed on the corpse of High Inquisitor Whitemane to send her permanently to her final rest. Uh, obviously, they put that quest in because High Inquisitor Whitemane has been killed like 4,000 times. Not only that, she's also in this dungeon, even though she's been supposedly killed off in the previous rendition of this dungeon. She's still back here. We'll see her in a few minutes when we go into the cathedral itself. And as you can see, these guys are just attacking, you know, target dummies and stuff, training like they always were. Nothing too ridiculous. A lot more grass up here. There's actually large patches of grass I've added in. As you can see here, they actually have monks. These Scarlet Fanatics are monks. And, you know, they're targeting training dummies and, you know, doing their moves and stuff. You can see a few of their moves right there, actually. Those look like Fists of Fury of some sort. I'm not familiar with the monk moves, so I'm not going to get into that. We're just going to skip them after they're, you know, all killed. My friend on Death Spree will take care of that. Over here we actually have a boss. Let me check out a few of these guys. Brother Korloff. Now, from what I understand, he's a monk too. He's got, like, you know, kung fu fucking moves. Nothing super cool, but there's actually a boss right in front of the doors now, so I guess they've added one, so to speak. Let me just take out these guys. At the moment, he's not doing... Oh, my God. Now, I'm not sure where the hell they got the idea to just make a fucking flame-breathing explosion like that. Right here, we could see some, you know, Fists of Fury and shit. Not so bad. It's an interesting fight. That one move, though, that was ridiculous. That's a little bit too much. I'm pretty sure all the firebending was done in the other fucking part of this dungeon and not here, so, you know. I think that's enough of this guy, though. He's wearing a skirt. That's all I can take from this guy. Firestorm Kick. Flies towards a random player and performs a Firestorm Kick. Wow. Scorched Earth. There's some of his abilities. You could pause it if you want to look at them. There's some dialogue from the next boss, which is Commander Durand. I'm pretty sure this is a new guy. Before we were killing some other man and, you know, we obliterated him, and obviously this guy's here to replace him. He doesn't pull everything in the room anymore like the other guy did. Let's see what moves he has, if any. Oh, there's some charge attack thing right there. It's pretty interesting. Seems to be hitting everyone, even if they're behind cover. He's kind of a pansy. And obviously we have High Inquisitor Whitemane again. This ridiculous shit. Mass Resurrection. I have a feeling this is going to call forth everyone in this dungeon that we've just killed. Which could be a problem for low-level players. You're probably going to want to kill her or interrupt that before then. As you can see, there's a crap load of them coming right now. I'm going to intercept these guys. And yeah, we can see right there I killed them all, and as soon as I did that, she starts casting more spells. I thought she was going to cast Mass Resurrection because I got stunned there real quick. She doesn't seem to be doing anything. There's still a guy over here. Get over here. You suck. She's not doing anything yet. So let's go ahead and hit her. See if she changes. Yep, there she goes. She puts us to deep sleep. I don't know how she does that. Maybe she slipped something in our coffee or something. I'll check out, oh gosh. There he goes again with his charge attack. It looks a little bit more powerful the second time around. I could be wrong. She is obviously going to heal her friend and do Holy Smite still, you know, as this all goes along. And there's nothing much to note in the second stage of this. You just kill them, and that's it. And there you have it. Defeat High Inquisitor Whitemane in Scarlet Monastery. That's Bristol got that. For some reason I didn't. I'm not sure what's up with that because I don't remember coming in here. Now let's see. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of her her spells. You can take a look at these if you want. I'll scroll through them and you can pause it if you want. Holy Smite, Heal, Mass Resurrection. Some of the basic pre-spells and shit. Mass Resurrection could be a problem for you, you know, if you're low level, you're actually playing this legit, like level 30 or whatever this dungeon is. Pretty sure, yeah, level 30 are these corpses, so I'm assuming that's what the level it is. If you remember this dude, I don't even remember his name, but he was like some undead dude. He's not alive anymore. He's actually dead now. So, you know, undead's pretty sad. It was his long lost uncle or something. I'm not sure. You know, it's kind of nice that they actually updated this so that, you know, some people are fucking dead because, you know, I've killed them like I don't know how many times. Uh, it makes sense. High Inquisitor Whitemane has been killed for the final frickin' time. I have to go and kill her with these two blades actually. Or I have to use them on her corpse. There we go. Hand of the Righteous. Flashing Steel? What is this? Oh, that's a talisman. And there's some spalders that she drops. Kind of interesting. They don't really fit with the theme of Scarlet Monastery. They're not red at all. Lillian Voss. Oh my gosh. This was the lady that would not accept her own death in the undead starting zone. That's interesting. That's pretty awesome that she's here. She was a bitch before, and oh, she just disappeared like she did in the last dungeon. So that's interesting. As far as I could tell, there's nothing else to this dungeon. That's pretty much it. You know, you can come in this back room. Oh my gosh, the textures in here are not updated at all. Um, you know, but that's it. You know, updated stuff for this place. It just refreshes the leveling experience, so you don't have to see the same stuff you've seen for like the past 6 years. It's kind of nice, but I feel like there's a little bit more they could have done with this. Instead of just combining two dungeons together and redoing 4 dungeons, they took the easy way out and just made 2 dungeons. That's kind of cheap to me. I don't like it entirely. I like the fact that there were 4 dungeons. They could have had a wider like level range for those 4 dungeons too. In my opinion, they should have kept it 4. Um, but yeah, there you go. It's a little bit more sinister looking. It might be a little bit more freaky with all that dialogue you heard. Those bosses, yeah, they're generally not the nicest people to be around. And you know, you get to actually kill Whitemane now. So if they ever redo this again, we won't be seeing her. But you know, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. Take a look at my other shit and my other videos on my channel. Oh gosh, we just both put down our guild tabard uh, or banner. I didn't mean to do that, but it's whatever. You know, comment, rate, favorite, subscribe, and all that shit. Click the links in the description at the video to check out other stuff. I'm fucking Bloodcell Admiral Van Helsing. That right there is fucking Crusader on Despry, champion of the Iron Warriors. Thanks for watching and have a good day. See you guys later. The Cathedral into 1 dungeon. We're going to see the updates to that. There's some pretty cool mechanics there. I have already seen a little bit of that myself. This is the first time I'm doing this as a guild group, so, you know, you're going for the achievements and a few of the quests. There we could see some updated art. That actually looks pretty nice. It's kind of cool that they updated. They actually updated a lot of the textures for everything in here. As you can see, the graveyard has just been put right up in your face, like immediately as you walk in. And it's kind of been shit upon. It seems like there's a few more trees and there's more like stuff on the outside. That is actually where the cathedral used to be, in relation to the graveyard, that big towering area over here. But in reality, the cathedral has been moved over there. So now there's kind of like 2 gigantic spires, and it makes no sense to me. They should probably have fixed that, but whatever. I'm just gonna wait for my buds here on Dutsbury. Got Bristol here from a guild. Iron Warriors, by the way. Check us out. We're on Shattered Hand. PvP and PvE, raiding, battlegrounds, and all that shit. Arenas. We're all into that stuff. So check us out if you're interested. Got to promote my guild sometime. This. Hello once again, YouTube. Chris the Nightbreaker here, bringing you some World of Warcraft action. We got some. This is part 2 in our preview. Well, not a preview because it's been released, but part 2 in our coverage of the update to the Scarlet Monastery. We're covering both of the dungeons. As I said before in my previous video, links in the description if you want to check that out. But as I said before, the 4 dungeons that once made up the Scarlet Monastery have now been combined into 2 different dungeons. Just finished the other one, which is Scarlet Halls. That combined. Wow, look at my English. That combined the library and the armory into one dungeon. You could kind of see that here. Now we're in the courtyard outside the library, and everything's been changed around, repositioned in the map. New bosses, new fights, a few more mechanics added, especially with the dogs. There was a lot of mechanics with the dogs that we saw in the previous video. At the moment, we're just like leaving the dungeon so we can go check out the other one, which is the Scarlet Monastery. It's just been renamed to Scarlet Monastery, which has is the combination of the graveyard, and this person wants me to collect the 2 blades of the Anointed. I'm not going to give away the story, and I don't really care. There's only one quest here. There's probably more in the cathedral area. But as you can see, for some reason the undead have risen inside the graveyard itself, which to me makes no sense because I figured they would have been pretty uptight with their security on that. I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so now we come over here. We can see they're burning bodies. There's a whole bunch of zombies that keep rising. Oh, hey on Dutsbury. That was a nice little entrance you gave there. As you can see, they're burning bodies. And now they're attacking us. And I'm pretty